Okay guys, so how do we request a test Swedish fly called the Janssons? It's a pattern I've never tied this pattern before, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie it as a slight variant. So the hook in the vise is a size 8 partridge patriot double. The thread I'm going to start off tying the fly with is uni thread 801 white. I'm just going to start my thread in the centre of the hook, put on a couple of wraps, come in, trim away your thread. Now the tag and the rib on the fly is going to be an oval silver tinsel in size 15. That's it there. It's the Vanguard oval silver tinsel. Good stuff. Same as uni. No difference. Now I'm just going to tie this in underneath. A couple of turns. Bring the oval silver tinsel underneath the hook. And then just run your thread down, tying this in. I'm just going to bring my thread down until I'm in line with the point of the hook. Then we're just going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel to create the tag. And on the 5th turn, bring it up and in between the 2 hooks. Just come around with a turn to hold. Now, just going to keep this on underneath. Just going to run this up. Right all the way up the length of the body. Then I'm going to fold it back and just bring the thread back down, and we'll use this bit here for a rib. Okay, then on. Now the tail is peacock sword, so I'm just going to come in, take half a dozen fibres or so. We'll trim this away from the stem. Then we're just going to offer it up to the hook. Just want it probably around about half the body length or so over the back. Take a thread, turns down to the tag. Just want to check the length yet. Pull it in a wee tad, just a wee bit. Just going to come in, take the rest away, the cut ends in a tapered cut. At this point, I'm going to tie in the glow braid floss for the back. Just come around with a couple of turns and pull this in, then wind my thread up, just tying in these 2 materials. Don't want them to stay on the top, don't want them to twist around on you. Well, it seems like a bit of a chore, but it's better for the tail to be tied in correctly. So I'm going to whip finish the white thread off, because we're going to finish off with uni thread in black. So we can take off our white, trim that away, and then we can bring up our glow braid floss. Nice tight turn onto the tail. Just run this up the first half of the body, nice and tight. Now I'm going to whip finish this off. So I'm just going to come in, 3 turn whip finish. I'll secure that in, trim this away. Now there's a veiling at the centre of the fly, and it's the glow braid floss. So I usually do this before I start filming, but all I do is just come around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Just come in and cut this. Okay, and then all you do is just fold it again. This is what some of the tars do when they're tying the Irish lock style flies. Now, at this point, it's no good like that, so you just come in with your toothbrush, just brush it out, and all you want to do is just come in, level it up, square it off. Now you want this coming just slightly over halfway into the tail, so that's your measurement there. Now before we do that, we'll have to tie on our black thread. before I forget. So this is just the Uni thread 801 black. Right. Just run this down, right down, onto your actual glow braid floss body. Then come in with your glow braid floss feelings. Now you can use this, you could use Antron. If you have this coloured Antron, you can use that. Now just want to get a measurement. Happy enough with that. Just come in, a couple of turns, I'll tie that in. Then come in, just take the rest away in a tapered cut. Now the next part of the body's black wool. Now usually 3 strands in this, but I've already used 1 to tie another fly. So just 1 strand of black wool is enough. Oh. Well, after this up, right with a pinch and loop. Just run your thread up now, tying this in. I'm just holding the hook. Don't want it bouncing about on me. Just to tie all this in. Then we'll bring our wool up. And a nice clean turn onto that middle feeling. Okay, so let's check that. Oh. Want it to be straight. Then 1 turn touching the other, coming up the second part of the body. Now we've got to leave ourselves a bit of room here at the front. Bring that back around into position for you. The wing haggle to go on. So we'll come in, trim that away. Now what to do is, see your veiling part, just lift that over. Just come over, let the weight of the bob and hold that. Just for the time being. And then we're going to come up. Okay. Just take your thread turn back, let your wing come back. And you're just looking 4 turns onto the body. Up to there, follow around with your thread. Nice tight turns, right and thick that oval silver tinsel. So you want to just make sure it's well tied in before you continue. Yeah, just checking, make sure everything's proportionate in the way I like. Now, happy enough with that. So the wing, grey squirrel tail. On the original pattern, it was grey fox guard hair that was used. Don't have that, but I have grey squirrel, so we'll use it. So just take away the rubbish at the bottom, pop the grey squirrel into the hair stacker, give us a rattle on my desk. All the tips have lined up. Let's take it out of the hair stacker. Now you can have the wing as long, short as you like. It's up to you. Just going to have the wing longer than the centre veiling, so I'm just going to come in and hold it there. Come in with my scissors, just take a measurement. Just trimming the excess of the squirrel over my bin. Don't want to create a mess. Now just get it as close to the shank of the hook as possible. Just come around with a pinch and loop and then tighten up. Now the squirrel has a tendency to pull out, so we like a varnish or super glue in this case onto the thread. We'll stop that happening. So then just bring this down over the cut ends of the squirrel, nice and tight, and back up. Now I'm not going to put any flesh or anything under the wing. On the original pattern it was a grizzle haggle it was used for the front, but I'm going to use this. This is one of the bigger haggles off a chartreuse saddle haggle that I have. So that's the chartreuse, that's the cape. It's just the bigger haggle. So all I'm going to do is just come down a wee bit, because I want the bigger fibres. Now I'm just going to trim this, just leave a wee tag end to tie in. So just come up, just tie in that wee tag end. That's grand. Now then we can bring round her, stroke these fibres back, and we'll just take 1 turn in front of the other. And it's right and thick, this fibre, so just need to be careful that we don't overdo it. So I think 2 turns will Be plenty. Yeah, that's enough. So just bring it round to there. I'll fillet this round with the thread. Get a nice tight turn in there. Then we'll come in and trim this away. Stems a wee bit thick to be folding back. We don't want to be creating bulk. Now, I've just caught a wee fibre there. I'm just come in and nick that away. Just caught that one up and winding around the hackle. It's no big deal. Nobody's going to shout at you or tell you off. Just take your time when you're tanning flies. That's what it's all about. Sitting down, tan a good wee pattern. It's going to catch a fish. You're not tanning, you're not tanning them to take pictures of them. You want the fly to catch fish. Now, anything that's going forward, we'll just come in. So we'll just fold it back. And we'll just build up our head. Now you could put jungle cock on it, but the fly doesn't require it. Like I say, I was requested to tie this fly, so it's not for me. So there we go. Now, just to finish off, we'll just come in with our whip finishing tool. And we'll lob in a couple of whip finishes. We favour there. Just want to get that to sit back. Don't want that getting caught, so just come in and hold it back. Nice and tight. Pull the thread up. Come in, trim away your thread. Now, we'll come in and see how we're sitting. Now, that's a bright wee fly up. Now, we'll just come in, first coat onto the head. Super glue. And just on the head, nowhere else. Right the whole way, right round. And then when that dries, a couple of coats of varnish, you have to, or else you'll get that moisture bloom and the head will go white. So there you go guys, that's just a variant on the Janssons. Tie a couple up. The guy had asked me to tie them, so he has a catch fish, so tie a couple up and hopefully they catch you a few salmon.